Hello and welcome back to Attingham Park. We are just finishing off a mix of, hopefully, total mixed ration. Let's just drop this one down in here for now. And we will turn the lights off and take a look. Yep, perfect. So let's get the cows all fed. This poor fence is seems to be struggling a bit. It could do with a repair after all that subsoiling that it did, but also the Keenan isn't looking very healthy either. So yeah, could do with a touch of a repair. That's one thing actually that I wish you could do, is that you didn't have to always fully repair a piece of kit. You could just choose whether you wanted to do, I don't know, 25% repair or 50, 75, whatever. But yes, I know you can do that with EasyDev, but yeah, just as a mod in game. So let's just take a quick look at how the cows are actually doing. Seem to be rather good. I am tempted to, one, let the feed run right down so we get rid of some of this hay, but it doesn't really matter. The health's at 100%, getting on to being able to reproduce, so that is all good. Not sure how much of that, oh there you go, there's my answer, how much they're going to take. So we'll pull this out of here, get it parked up probably next to the straw blower. We will shut the gate and then crack on with some work. Alright then, today's little job is to harvest field 38. Obviously it's corn. Now that we've got our silo, we can actually store any excess we get, and that's going to do us good, because we just pause there one moment. We can have a look at when is the best price for corn. So January, that'll be a nice income hopefully through the winter. It's rock bottom at the minute, but yeah, it's going to do us good. So I think maybe 2-3 headlands should be fine. It's not a massively wide header, but it's what we were given. It's what the farmer had got. So we need to yeah, stop whinging and just get on with it, really. Well, we're not even once round the headland, and we've had to unload, had to do a bit of a cut in there to allow space for the tractor and the trailers. So this lot I think is going to the grain mill, and I'm half tempted to put it on auto drive but take off the rear trailer. We'll see how we get on. Obviously, or not obviously, you might not know, the grain mill, British Grain is, how can I put it, quite a tight entrance, and it's reversed into a building to unload, so auto drive doesn't handle the dolly trailers very well, and neither do I. So yeah, that might be a plan. We'll see how we get on. So yeah, we're making decent progress. Yeah, this field would be ideal for us in the future. I mean, way off in the future. Very close to the farm, large scale, so it's one to keep an eye on. So money is sitting around, well, it is 77,519. We'll get a boost from the monies for this contract as well. And I'm starting to think about what pieces of equipment we need. Could ideally do with our own baler. But we're not going to have much use for that until next year now, I don't think. Then obviously as well we may need a wrapper, depending on how we do our silage. So there's things to think about. I mean, a roller would be good, to sort of, you know, roll in the crops once we've sown them. But again, for 2% yield, is it worth it? I don't know. I'm not sure. Tractors wise, I think we're pretty good, to be fair. The drill is manageable. So I think for now, unless something comes up in the sale, and I have had a look and there's nothing of real use to us at the minute, yeah, I think we'll just sit on the cash for now, because we're going to have repair costs. We're probably going to need to buy in some straw for the bedding for the cows. So yeah, I think we'll hold on to it for now, because yeah, I'm not quite sure how much food we're going to need, and yeah, it's getting close to when we're not going to be able to cut grass, and obviously harvests are now sort of corn and soybeans, so unless you've tweaked things, you don't get any straw from that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to sit on the money for now. We'll get our fields, we have got our fields as good as we possibly can for now. We've got the one to seed with corn when the time comes, but yeah, other than that, so for that, sorry, we're going to need to get a planter, or at least hire one in. So there is going to be expenses, but yeah, so I think the sensible thing to do is just to sit on any cash we've got for the meantime, and yeah, see how we get on. So rather handily, I've left the dolly trailer here so we can at least get unloaded, and won't have to stop whilst the worker delivers the other trailer load. So yeah, not a bad idea there. Probably more luck than judgment, but at least we've got emptied, so we can now nibble that bit there. There we go, and then come back down and finish this second headland. Well, after finally getting unloaded and horseplay really not wanting to yeah, unload the combine before we cut in, we now are cutting in, because I took over and got the combine unloaded. Really not sure what was going on with that then, but hey, I'm sure it will sort itself out at some point. So yeah, we're cutting in, opening up the field. I do need to possibly do another headland at the top end of the field in the direction that we're heading. So we'll head up, do that headland, and it'll probably be time to unload again. But yeah, the only issue, well, it's not even an issue, the only thing I have had to do, and I'd done this in the last episode, just forgot to mention it, was there is a slight conflict with maizeplus and better contracts. So better contracts has gone for now, so we don't get that option for details to say how much we've delivered and how much is left to go, etc. But we'll cope. We'll just class it like we're going old school and have to hover over the trigger when we come to deliver the final load. Heading back down the field now, and stuck the auger out, and I did see before I came in cab that the worker has started to make his or her way to us. So hopefully they're not going to have too many issues, and fingers crossed they get to us before we're actually full, given them plenty of warning. So we'll see how they get on. Well, there's the worker, and hopefully they're going to stick with us whilst we unload. See, this is what I don't get. That's working absolutely perfectly. Just in its speed. No, stay there, don't move too far. There we go. So yeah, one pass up and down the field and it's completely changed how it operates. I am absolutely baffled, but it's working, so can't knock it too much. There we go. We've got 10% left in, and that is good timing with the end of that pass. So the worker has just headed off to British Grain again with a full trailer load. So we are, and we've just hit 50% complete on the contract and 38% delivered. That's good. We're just working on this narrower section of the field now while we wait for the worker to come back so we can get unloaded. It's a bit of a triangular shape, so shorter runs, meaning we can get a bit more done while we're waiting for the worker, and then we can crack on with the other 2 blocks that are left to harvest. Well, that's mighty frustrating. We were on the last pass of that land and we're full. Bit of poor timing from me with unloading the combine into the trailer with the worker. So we'll head down to the dolly trailer down here. We won't be able to unload fully, but at least we can carry on and do a bit more, and we're not sat around waiting too much. So let's get what we can in there. Like I said, it's not going to be a fat lot. In fact, I think that's going to be it. Yeah, so 25%. Right, we'll get the auger back in, and we'll find a pass to head down that's not going to fill us up too much, and then yeah, we'll wait for the worker. So as we cut down the field again, I'm curious to know what you think of Relight. I think I like it, and I think it's a very good addition to the game. It does mean that through the winter period and the winter months there's going to be shorter working days, but that's not too much of a problem because there's not a fat lot going on around the farm anyway, and you know, time gets skipped at a quicker rate, should I say, than in the spring and the summer months. So yeah, let me know what you think. Comment down below whether you like it or not, or if it's horrific to watch, that sort of thing. Put it in a nice positive way though, if you wouldn't mind. But yeah, I think like I said, I like it, and yeah, it's going to be good to see it in action through the coming months, and yeah, the effect that it has on the realism of the lighting. you'll all know that I do like a nod in the direction of realism, without going too overboard. But yeah, let me know what you think, and yeah, we're going to crack on and get this harvest finished. So I thought we'd just ride along with our hired help while they tip this load. The combine is full, so yeah, we'll only be waiting around, so might as well watch this tip and see how close it takes us on the contract. So overall we're 80%. So what will it say we've delivered? Drum roll please. Last 10% and 65%. Okay, so we're getting there. We do still have a fair bit left to harvest, so yeah, we'll wait at the combine for the worker to get back to us. So just while we wait for the worker to figure out we need unloading, I was looking through the used vehicle sale. Now this is interesting. So this is a mobile mill, and grain can be grinded and corn can be milled to CCM. Now CCM is part of maizeplus. I haven't looked at that element of it yet. I know we're just scratching the surface, so yes, it would be really good, but we're going to hang on, I think, for now. The other thing, where was it, was this. Now it's the Class Roland 455 RC Unibwrap. Only downside is it's only 125 centimetre bales, but yeah, it could be worth buying. I'm really not sure. Again, let me know. Do you think we should go with that one, or do we hold out over the winter and see if anything else pops up for us to purchase? So auto drive behaving brilliantly again, and I can only think that because this combine has such a long unload auger, that when we were opening up the field before and then heading back down, auto drive was sort of detecting that the crops were there and they would have to drive in them. But then again, at the times I've seen him or her driving right through the crops. So I really don't know. But it works, and we're stuck on cruise control, sorry. So hopefully now they'll head off back to British Grain. We can get this little section done, and then yeah, we'll be on to the last few passes down the field. Coming down the last pass of the field now, and should all fit. We are at 96% complete on the contract. We've got the dolly trailer full of corn, and the other trailer is, I'm not sure actually how full that is, so we will just finish that lot there, turn that off and stick the pipe out. We will quickly then tab to the worker and say thanks very much. We've got 21% left capacity, so we'll head down, top this off, and then I'll see you at British Grain. Right then, finger over the trigger. Hopefully it's not going to take all this trailer. Let's keep an eye on it. It's not looking too good. It's going to take all this trailer, isn't it? 90% transported. Oh. That's a bit of a nuisance. better go and grab the dolly trailer. Well, we are, as you see, 2 tractors up at British Grain. So, I'm hoping that this 10k in here will satisfy the contract, and well, mainly because I don't really want to have to try and reverse a dolly into here. So, finger over the trigger again. Come on, please. Come on. Yes. Get in. Phew. Well, for 529 litres, we might as well just unload it and take the money for that, to be fair. But yeah, happy that that is done. So we got 500 quid off that. Right, we can turn the lights off and hop back to our vent, do a UE, head back down to the farm and get this put into the silo. Well, this is actually a fairly momentous occasion. Our first crop going into our brand new silo. So 18,500 litres. Not a bad haul, really. Worth doing. So that's great. We can now collect on that. And I think what we need to do now is just check on the cattle and move on to either the second part of November, depending on what work is about, or I'll see you in December. Well, morning, and welcome to a lovely sunny day in the second part of November. We are, as you will see, cultivating in field 38 with this rather large John Deere and this even larger cultivator. So this is going to bring us in again about 15k once we've took off the I call it a penalty, but the cost of leasing the equipment, we'll call it that. I have been out of the game and back in again, just to try and stop the flickering trees. They were on and off in game yesterday. But yeah, so hopefully they've settled down a bit now. We are going to do 2 headlands and we'll get a GPS course set. Then what I think we're going to do is grab the livestock trailer, go and get ourselves 10 more cows, and yeah, get them into the cow barn, and then we'll see how the food situation looks then. They're all right for now. We've still got plenty of hay and all the other different food groups. So yeah, but I think the 10 shouldn't hurt. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll get headlands done and I'll catch up on the up and down rows. So we're on to the up and down rows. I've squared off the right hand side of the field and we've just hit, it's disappeared off the screen now, but we've just hit 50% of the contract complete. So yeah, I mean, this 9RX and this cultivator is absolutely phenomenal. I think it's going to be a while before we end up with something like this, and to be fair, we might not. I don't know quite how we're going to make the money at the minute. Beef is not going to make us millions, so much so that I am tempted to maybe put in a few dairy cows at some point, not the ones that we'll get today. But yeah, I've been thinking about it, and it's been discussed on Discord as to whether you could actually make much money out of them, because you can't hold the amount of them due to the feeding. Yeah, it's very difficult to sort of cycle, but we'll see how we get on. You know, it might just be a steady trickle of money coming in from selling the cattle, but yeah, we'll see. We'll roll with it, and if we need to bring in some dairy cows to supplement the income, then that's what we'll do. Well, we are at 99% complete on the contract, so I would imagine it is going to pop up complete any minute now. We will finish the field. There's only one pass left, and we're headed back down that way anyway. There you go. Contract on field 38 finished. So that's a nice, it'd be probably about 15, 16 grand in the bank, and yeah, jobs are good and really nice, easy money, nice easy job to start the day off. So I will get down to the end of the field. We'll get this lot folded up, ready for the farmer to come and collect. We'll grab the John Deere or the Fendt, doesn't really matter, grab the livestock trailer, and I'll see you at the animal dealer. Right then, expertly reversed up to the livestock loading point. So let's go into the menu and see what we want. So we started off with animals that have reached their breeding age. I am tempted to continue that for this, the ones we're going to buy today. So I think we can get, how many can we get in a, we can get 8 in a load. So we'll do 4. No, we'll do 4 of each, and then we'll come back for another 2. In fact, we might just buy 2 down at the store, yard. So yes, for those. Okay. And we want 4 of the limousine. Yes, please. Thank you. So we are full. I did take the, no, wrong button. I did repair the Fendt before we headed down here and filled it up. So yeah, we're all loaded up. Let's get these back to the cow barn, and we'll get 2 more when we get back down there, and then yeah, we'll get them fed. Right, back down with our newbies. So let's get them out of the trailer. Move to husbandry. Yes, please. Thank you. And select those as well. Excellent. Right, so we can fold the trailer up, move it out of the way. Go. Excellent. So now if we come down here, where's the trigger? There we go. It's still in there. Okay, so let's now just check on how we're doing. Okay, so yeah, as expected, 18 months old, and okay, food is looking all right at the moment. We'll see how it looks when it ticks over the next hour. So we've just dropped over the hour into, sorry, 1 minute past 12, and food is still looking pretty good, to be fair. I want this roughage to come down, so at least then we're slightly more balanced. I know it doesn't make a great deal, but yeah, it would make me feel a bit better about things. But we've got 17,000 litres of slurry. Let's just jump down off the gate and have a look how much manure we've got. 14,000 litres. Yeah, I mean, that is the good thing with maizeplus. Obviously, the slurry and the manure here do, yeah, we produce a lot more. So that's a good thing. Means that we've got our own free fertiliser. We just need to sort the equipment to spread it. So that's something to work towards, I guess. I think we've probably done everything that we can do for today. So we're now up to 20 cows, and yeah, happy with that. We've got a reasonable amount of food ingredients still, and there's always the grazing should we need it. But I think for now I'm going to leave it there. Thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.